Warriors! Video number 2. What is it? Freaking 8 o'clock at night. Man, what a beautifully long day. Got a little bite to eat and want to get you guys a little recap in crypto this week. Man, has it been phenomenal? Let's take a look at what the market's doing. First of all, my name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. I'm the host of the Coach JV podcast, one of the top motivation podcasts in the world on Spotify, iTunes, Libsyn, Stitcher, wherever the hell you get your podcast. Now, why do I say I'm the top health and mindset coach in the world all the time? Because I believe it. Is there a ranking that says that? In my mind. And you should believe in yourself too. And that's what I'm here to do, to teach you how to fish. If you give a man a fish, they'll eat for a day. You give them a fishing pole, they'll learn how to fish. They'll eat for a lifetime. If you teach them how to farm, as my boy William says, they can feed a nation. Well, the cryptocurrency space is going absolutely bonkers. And those warriors who have followed my portfolio, I'm getting a lot of really nice messages today. But warriors, we have to be careful. We have to understand that there's a lot of fantasy economics going on right now. That's one thing I want you to understand. This is all exciting. Portfolio is mooning. Money's coming out of the sky, right? But we have to understand right now where we're sitting is fantasy economics. They're printing money into oblivion, into the system. You're at a low interest rate environment, a flexible inflation rate, and we're on the precipice of a stock market crash. And all this crazy news is going around Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. And interesting enough, I run a Warrior Academy, and I haven't heard anybody talk about the C word very much, right? And as you look this way at a pandemic, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. And so what I'm here to do is just open up your eyes and awareness. But don't believe a word I say. Make sure you research everything. And I'm teaching you how to fish, warriors. Very, very important. And once you learn how to fish, you learn how to farm, you can feed a nation. My goal is to bring as much currency back to the people to help people. Because when I realized that I already had everything and I didn't need anything and I was grateful for what I did have, I got everything I want. All right, guys, so I've done well in the cryptocurrency space, but I want to help you do well in regards to your life, not just the cryptocurrency space, mind, body, health, immunity, and then the generational wealth comes. So let's go ahead and get it kicked off, warriors. There's a lot of great things going on. I was going to break down the crypto space. If you guys are in the crypto space, it is booming right now. My phone's been blowing up. What should I do? Should I pull profits? I'm a long-term holder. Yes, I pulled a little bit of profits being smart because the market is moving dramatically right now. How about that VeChain, warriors? If you're in my academy, VeChain is crushing it right now. XLM's crushing. Every single coin in my portfolio is doing very, very well. But let's go ahead and get it kicked off. It's been a great week in cryptocurrency. All the FOMO starting to happen, fear of missing out. But I'll tell you what, you are still very, very, very early. A lot of you who are jumping into this and talking about it may feel like everybody's talking about it. But it's just starting to warm up. And it's coming very fast now, warriors. Out of 7 billion people, there's very few people investing in cryptocurrency. Now, if you think about it in regards to the market cap over the old stock market, crypto has a long ways to go. There's a ton of opportunity for price appreciation. Now, one thing you want to be careful is I'm a fundamental investor. I'm not a day trader. I'm not invested in crappy cryptocurrencies. There are crappy cryptocurrencies out there, and a lot of people get wrecked. If you're in this to make quick money, yeah, you can do that, but if that's your main goal, you're probably going to get wrecked. You want to make sure you understand the fundamentals. You want to make sure the cryptocurrency you're invested in is something that provides a real-world solve. You have your coins, you have tokens. There's a lot to learn about cryptocurrency. You have Bitcoin, right? That's the one you know about. Then you have all these alternative coins. Some are coins, some are tokens. A coin is a currency. A token is something that actually runs on like a protocol that actually provides a real-world solve. So really understanding the cryptocurrency space, warriors, before you get into it, make sure you understand the fundamentals. Okay, just because your friend gave you a quick tip about Dogecoin doesn't mean you're going to become a multimillionaire overnight. Some people did. But what comes quick will leave quick, especially if you don't know what you're doing. All right, so let's kick it off. There's been a lot of news out there, so I'm going to narrate some of this. So cryptocurrency becoming a political story, says Mike Novogratz. Check this out.
Finance Live, as we see all three major indices in the red. Interesting to see Bitcoin holding their gains this week, of course, sparked by Tesla's $1.5 billion investment into Bitcoin. And our next guest says companies joining in on that move could spark another doubling for the crypto in prices jumping up to potentially $100,000 a coin. Very happy to welcome back to the show Mike Novogratz, a man who gave up his cushy life running a family office to found and become the CEO of Galaxy Digital. He joins us right now. Mike, thanks again for coming on, man. I know we've talked a lot about Bitcoin being digital gold, and a company like Tesla putting it on its balance sheet is an interesting hedge away from cash, but you also talk about it being quite a big marketing boost. So what are you hearing from execs maybe looking to follow Musk in doing the same thing to say, look, we believe in the potential of Bitcoin?
Well, listen, I think you now have Jack Dorsey, Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy, Elon Musk, have all put Bitcoin on their corporate balance sheet. We did it 3 years ago when we went public up in Canada. And so, three becomes a movement in general, right? And so Michael Saylor actually hosted a conference with like 2,000 corporate CFOs and CEOs.
Okay, let's stop for just a moment. I was completely incorrect. I was saying over 100 CEOs. I didn't know it was 2,000 CEOs. Now, Michael Saylor is the CEO of MicroStrategies. They moved most of their assets into Bitcoin.
Last Thursday, where he laid out exactly what MicroStrategy did and how they thought about and went long Bitcoin on one day. And then the second day, he had guys like me come and talk about what our companies could do for these guys. And, you put 2,000 people, at times there were 10,000 people on the line. Somebody is going to say, hey, that seems like a good idea. And so I think you're going to see a movement around corporate treasury for two main reasons. One is the dollar continues to be debased, right? Asset prices are going higher, and so you're protecting the value of your corporate treasury. Now, in general, corporate treasuries are shorter-term duration, and so you wouldn't be advocating to put all your money into Bitcoin. But I think you'll see CFOs put some of corporate treasury in Bitcoin. What I also talked about was listening to your customers, right? Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are the currencies of choice for Gen Z, for millennials, for younger people in this country. And so you're almost tone deaf to say it doesn't matter, right? It matters to them, right? Now, 30% of Americans own some piece of a crypto. And so
that's powerful. 30% of Americans. So I was off again on that. 30% of Americans own some sort of crypto. So the narrative is here, Warriors. The wave, you're at the bottom of the wave still. It's starting to swell, right? And when most people come in is when we're at euphoria, and then they get wrecked. Because right when it hits euphoria, the market crashes. And that's where people get the bad taste in their mouth. Because they get into the market because all their friends did, and they get wrecked. Okay, so check this out. So this is unlikely PayPal. So it's everywhere, Warriors. This was on February 11th, yesterday. Mad Money's talking about PayPal. MicroStrategy's having a meeting with, what did he say? Up to 10,000 people were on that live, CEOs of companies talking about moving into Bitcoin.
The last 12 months have been absolutely incredible for PayPal. The Kramer Fave payments play that I've been recommending literally since before eBay spun it off in 2015. Started trading around 40, it's now at 285. After more than doubling last year, more than doubling. But now PayPal's a huge company with a $330 billion market cap, bigger than every major bank other than JP Morgan, so can it maintain its momentum? Earlier today, the company held an investor meeting where management unveiled some very bullish long-term targets. PayPal wants to double active accounts by 2025 while tripling total payment volume, growing revenues at a 20% annual clip. Management thinks they can get there by becoming your digital wallet and rolling out new products like buy now, pay later, along with more tools for in-store payments and even cryptocurrency payments, along with investments. Wow, we got to talk about that. I want you to get the same pitch that professionals heard. So let's check in with Dan Schulman, the PayPal's president and CEO, and John Rainey, the CFO and executive vice president of global operations. Gentlemen, welcome back to Mad Money.
It's great to be here, Jim. Hey, Jim, before we start off, I know I'm one day late, but I have to say happy birthday to you. And I would sing happy birthday to you, but I don't want your ratings to go down. So just let's
you're mellifluous. Well, I will come back and tell you that your 29-minute speech today was spellbinding. I watched it twice. Bidding in, stopped at 20 minutes. We're going to talk about that in a second because that's where at 20 minutes and 30 seconds, you dropped the word stocks. But you used the word trust over and over, and that's what you've done. I've decided that's how this happened. Not the act, not the convenience, not the greatness, not the bits. Trust. Foundational trust. That's how you're going to get to the double, isn't it?
Well, I think the most important thing we have as a financial services and as a tech company is the strength of our brand. And that brand revolves around security. It revolves around protecting people's privacy. It involves, as you know, Jim, standing up for our values all the time as well. And that we do that consistently, and that lends this brand trust, and trust is everything in today's digital environment that we all live in.
I think that, first of all, I really want everyone to read it. It's a great speech. It's online, it's YouTube, and it's fantastic. But, John, one of the things that was really incredible to me in terms of what trust means and translates with the numbers, you're the numbers guy, is that people want to do it with PayPal. And if it's not with PayPal, they're much less likely to do a transaction.
It's so true, Jim. And I think, as we said earlier today, like fundamental to the forward guidance that we gave is this belief that digital trends are going to continue, that cash displacement is going to continue. I said earlier today, among the many things that I look forward to after the pandemic, going to an ATM machine is not one of them. And so we fundamentally believe these trends are going to continue and that people are going to gravitate towards digital wallets. We believe in the ascendancy of digital wallets, and we're putting one out there that we think is best in class.
Awesome. So I want to pause right there, guys. So I just wanted you to hear the narrative. I know that was a little bit longer, but you have to understand where we're heading. Digital wallets, CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, cryptocurrency, PayPal allowed users to buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum on their platform. Warriors, they are a powerful, 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 powerful platform. Okay, so you got Mike Novogratz talking about they had already had it on their balance sheet. You got Michael Saylor having a meeting with, I thought it was 100 people. It was 10,000 CEOs and executives talking about moving them into Bitcoin. And then we know the Elon Musk story, what's happening. Now, this is wild. Now, you got to understand this. That's why it's fantasy economics right now. Money regimen. Musk masters the attention of the economy. Bitcoin recent surge shows the power of celebrities and how, like it or not, influencers can create value in a modern economy. Well, the past week felt historic as Bitcoin, BTC, surged at all-time high. It found its way to the TV studios on the newspapers' front pages. It felt like we had crossed the chasm and gone into mainstream. This happened in a predictably weird and wild way, with the meme's attention grabbing stunts and disgust in the column below. Regards to seem no one could stop talking about Bitcoin. It's here, Warriors. Soldier Boy, I brought this to you guys last month. Hip hop star Soldier Boy examines cryptocurrencies. He's building his own NFT, non-fungible token. On January 19th, he put a tweet out to 5.2 million of his followers around cryptocurrency, and I believe don't want to speak out of school, but I believe he is invested in XRP as well. So if Soldier Boy's in it, you should be in it. Come on. Now here we go. We got Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons is the self-proclaimed god of cryptocurrency, Dogecoin. In other news, Kiss man Gene Simmons blames young fans for the death of rock. In yet another one, many stop the world. I want to get off. And another one of my many stop the world, I want to get off moments. The last 12 months has thrown at humankind. Kiss Bassett, Gene Simmons, has announced himself as the god of cryptocurrency, Dogecoin. For an uninitiated, cryptocurrency are digital assets that exist outside the control of the central bank system, protected by cryptography. You guys know what crypto is. So he's proclaiming. You got Elon Musk talking to TMZ just recently about Dogecoin, right? He's pumping the shit out of it. Then you got Gene Soldier Boy pumping the shit out of crypto. Then you got Gene Simmons. He is now the god of cryptocurrency. You got Mad Money talking about it. You got Michael Saylor from MicroStrategies. You got Mike Novogratz. All these top people are pumping it. It is the biggest topic. Haven't you noticed that nobody's talking about the C word anymore? Or maybe I'm just missing it, but this is the biggest topic. Think about it, Warriors. As you look this way, they got all set up this way. Now they're going to push you into the narrative. Now what they're going to do is they're going to push you into Bitcoin, right? I'm not against Bitcoin, but now Elon Musk pushed you towards Dogecoin, and then he went ahead and Tesla invested in Bitcoin. And Warriors, you have to understand, a lot of you are new to the space. There is a whole space of altcoins. So when you see Bitcoin at close to 50,000 and Ethereum at almost 2,000, it makes you swallow, right? Damn, I can't afford that. But Warriors, there is a whole slew of altcoins. Some are in the cents right now that you can invest in. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I have my whole portfolio in our Warrior Academy. Everything's in the description below. I'm not a financial advisor. Just document my journey. There's cryptocurrencies, altcoins that are solving real world problems that could help you make generational wealth, truly generational wealth, Warriors. But you have to follow your gut and understand what's happening within the world. Remember, there's a game being played and you don't understand the game because you've been preemptive programmed. This is all preemptive programming, Warriors. You're so confused. You're looking this way. You're looking that way. And as they're packing their bags and they're going to hit that price appreciation button, all the masses are going to come in and all of us are going to get super rich and a bunch of people are going to get left behind. But you also got to know when to get out of the market because what goes up must come down. All right, Warriors, just to recap this Friday night in crypto. So you got Ripple put this out 3 hours ago. I thought this was cool, throwing a shot at Bitcoin. On average, a single Bitcoin transaction consumes 700 kWh, kilowatts, of electricity. Do you know how much XRP consumes per transaction? I got to assume it's this one right here, the lowest one. XRP is a green cryptocurrency. XRP, in my paradigm, is going to be a bridge currency for the world. It is going to solve the real world problem, the liquidity problem. I'm an ex-banker. I was in banking for 12 years, went to CBA executive banking school, learned how to scale banks from the ground up, and Ripple solves the liquidity problem for banks. It is the cross-border payment solved. So I'm just telling you, Warriors, it's time to wake up to the opportunity of a lifetime. The biggest shift in generational wealth is happening right now. That's why this is getting so much attention. And people keep telling you cryptocurrency is a fraud when you're going to be working in the cryptocurrency space in regards to your finances within the next 10 years, Warriors. Now, cash is not going to just disappear. Your bank isn't just going to disappear. The banks are quickly and efficiently getting involved. They're not going to let companies like PayPal take all their profits. Bank of America owns the most cryptocurrency patents. JP Morgan has their own cryptocurrency. They are now allowing their customers in certain circumstances to buy and trade Bitcoin. They have their own Ethereum type blockchain, Warriors. Wells Fargo invested $5 million in a cryptocurrency platform. Your banks that tell you and decline your card to buy cryptocurrency are already in the game, Warriors. So the train has left the building. It's gone. You're either going to get on the ride, actually, you can still jump on the train. You're either going to go on the ride of your life, or you're going to get run over by it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off, Warriors. I can tell I'm tired. It's been a long week, 2 videos per day, bringing the information to you guys. Everything you need is down below. Check out my podcast, the Coach JV Podcast. We got hundreds and hundreds of free YouTube videos. If you need any help, go to my Instagram page and message me. I'll answer you within 24 hours. If you want access to my portfolio, click the link down below for the Warrior Academy. We work out with you live daily. We do your nutrition, subconscious mind programming, goal setting, and you can understand how I build and mold my mind to subconscious mind towards wealth. If you don't have your mind right, you'll never take flight, Warriors. So everything's down below. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. Warriors, ride!